Ranking NFL running backs, except I can't see who's next. We're going to start out with 1 through 5, and the wheel determines the RB1 that I get. So let's just get right into this. The first running back that we're going to get, they still got it as Oakland on here, is Josh Jacobs. Ooh, Josh Jacobs is so good. Josh Jacobs led the league last season. I don't know. This is a tough one because Josh Jacobs led the league. However, I still believe that there are some running backs that deserve to be above him, but I don't want to reach too hard. Now, let's pretend I got the Colts, okay? So where would you put Jonathan Taylor? Going into this season, I think a lot of people thought Jonathan Taylor was a top 3 running back. He didn't perform that well. And going into the season, I think Josh Jacobs was in a lot of people's top 10s. But I don't know if they thought he was going to lead the league. Josh Jacobs was so good this year, though. Honest to God, there's not that many running backs I'm putting over Josh Jacobs. So I'm going to put Josh Jacobs at 1, and if I get crazy unlucky and get, like, I don't know, Derrick Henry, I guess? Maybe McCaffrey, too. I'd probably put McCaffrey above him. I put McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, maybe Saquon, too. I'm putting Josh Jacobs at 1. I think I got to be aggressive with the 1 slot. There's only 5 slots here, so we'll see how it goes. So Oakland Raiders is our first team. Our second team is the Atlanta Falcons. Now, this is an interesting one because, number 1, Tyler Allgeier, is that how you say his name? The rookie, he did really well, but I think the RB1 is still Cordero Patterson. And Patterson's not, I don't know, he's a very unorthodox running back. Ooh, he is good, though. I want to put him at 3 or 4. I think there will definitely be running backs better than him, but it's just how many. I'm going to put Flash at 3. I don't know if that's going to work. Are we really going to get 2 running backs worse than him? I guess we're fine. I'm locking it in at 3. Our next team is the Chargers with Austin Eckler. Now this is not good. Now I should have put him at 4. Now I'm regretting that decision. So Eckler definitely goes at 2. I actually really like how it is so far. I think I would take Josh Jacobs over Austin Eckler. The only reason people like Eckler so much better is because of fantasy football, and he's a yak merchant. This guy gets so many fucking receptions, which is amazing, and I think he's really good, but I still like Josh Jacobs better as a running back. Okay, so my 2 running backs now have to be shit. They have to be shit. They have to be utter shit. Oh, that's a great start. No, not Colts, not Colts, not Colts. Yes! New York Jets. That's amazing. I don't want to say shit. Breece Hall is good. I don't even know if Breece Hall is going to be on this. I don't think they have Breece Hall in here. So, yeah, so this tier list is missing the rookies. So I think this is Michael Carter, but we're just going to pretend this is Breece Hall for sake of this video. Breece Hall is not better than any of these 3 guys. He definitely has the potential to be, but he's not right now. And I think I'll get 1 guy better than Breece Hall. So I'm going to put Breece Hall at 5. Feels kind of disrespectful because I like Breece Hall a lot, but he's not better than Patterson, Eckler, Josh Jacobs. And our final team, this is actually going to work out super well. Denver Broncos. Let's go. So Denver Broncos RB1 is Javonte Williams. Do they have Javonte Williams in here? They do. They've got Javonte Williams. This might literally be perfect. I don't know how much I would mess with this. Josh Jacobs at 1, Eckler at 2, Patterson at 3, Javonte Williams at 4, and Breece Hall at 5. I know that's not Breece Hall, but you get the idea. So what would you guys mess with? An argument could be made for Eckler 1, Jacobs 2, but not a big one. I like this. And I guess someone could make this argument. Javonte Williams is really good, but no. I love it. I love it. I think this is amazing. Great start. All right, ranking NFL running backs. I can't see who's next. We start out with DeAndre Swift. Technically, I could use David Montgomery here too, but I think for Detroit Lions, I should go DeAndre Swift. I like DeAndre Swift a lot. There's a lot of players better than him, but not too many. I'm going to put DeAndre Swift at 3. He's a really good performer. And if you don't, you know what? Honestly, I'd probably put David Montgomery in the same spot, so I'll throw him in there too. I'm almost 100% sure that's David Montgomery, but I'm not fully certain. They're kind of like a RB duo rather than an RB1. Next team's the Philadelphia Eagles. Miles Sanders is not on the Eagles anymore, is he? Yeah, Rashad Penny, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott are the running backs right now. I mean, take your pick. I have a feeling they're going to use Kenneth Gainwell more than anybody else. Yeah, this is Rashad Penny right here. On the Eagles website, they have Rashad Penny listed as RB1, but it wouldn't matter to me if this was Rashad Penny or Gainwell or Boston Scott. I'm putting them at 5 no matter what. I like Rashad Penny. He came in and had a solid year for the Seahawks, but he's not that good. At least not compared to other NFL running backs. I think he'd still run me over. Miami Dolphins. Who the fuck is their running back? Is it Raheem Mostert? Uh-oh. Yeah, we're having a mid-off over here. Yeah, it is. It's Raheem Mostert or Myles Gaskin. I think this is Raheem Mostert right here. I'm putting him at 4. I guess he's a little bit better than Rashad Penny, but he's definitely worse than DeAndre Swift and David Montgomery. So I'm cool with that. All right, so now 1 and 2 is left. We need some absolute studs with where we're going to get here. Yikes. Big yikes. Big yikes. Big yikes. They didn't sign anybody, did they? This is just Devin Singletary or Zach Moss. I guess I kind of have to put Singletary at 2 here, but I don't like this. I think DeAndre Swift, Dave Montgomery are still better than Singletary, Raheem Mostert, and Rashad Penny. So that's kind of a bummer. No way I get another dog shit running back. Please, just give me somebody. Oh, Dalvin Cook. Yes, I can put Dalvin Cook at 1. All right, if I could run it back, though. So Dalvin Cook at 1, Singletary at 2. If I could run it back, D Swift and Montgomery at 2, Singletary's at 3, Mostert's at 4, and Rashad Penny's at 5. I don't know. How would you guys switch up 3, 4, and 5, though? Is this accurate? Singletary's kind of mid. Raheem Mostert in the past has been very good, but he's definitely declining with age, and Rashad Penny's only had like 1 season of real touches, so I just don't know. But I like Dalvin Cook at 1, no question. All right, but this was my final answer here. All right, we're going to do the same thing we did in the other video. All right, we're going to make it 10 deep. I did this on the wide receiver one, too. We're going to make this extra difficult. All right, ranking NFL running backs without seeing who's next. We're gonna add a little bit of heat here. All right, boys, let's see what we got on our first wheel spin. Ooh, shoot. I thought it was going to be Cleveland Browns. We get the Arizona Cardinals, which is James Conner, right? Yep, James Conner is listed at RB1. I think James Conner is a little overrated. He wasn't shit this year. The year before that, he was pretty solid. And then before that, he was Le'Veon Bell's backup, and he performed well under the Steelers. But I really don't think he's anything special. I'm definitely going to put him in the middle range. Here's James Conner. I'm going to put James Conner at 6. I think that's a fair landing spot for James Conner. All right, so our first one is James Conner at 6. Our next wheel spin is the Cincinnati Bengals. We're going to get Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon's a stud, but there's certainly running backs better than him, but there's really not too many. I really like Joe Mixon. He's definitely my top 10, probably not in my top 5. So where do we put Joe Mixon then? In any random order, my top 5 would be Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry. Maybe you put Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, sub those in for some guys. So those are 7 guys I'd actually put above Joe Mixon. Let's put it that way. It almost makes me want to put Joe Mixon at 4. Yeah, when I say it out loud like that, I'm putting Joe Mixon at 4. I'm going to save some room for the studs here. I'm not going to get too aggressive and put him at 3. So Joe Mixon lands at the 4 slot. Our next team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now where do I put Najee Harris? Shit. Okay, so Najee Harris, my instinct wants me to put Najee at 5. He's definitely better than James Conner. He's probably worse than Joe Mixon. I think 5 might be a perfect landing spot for Najee Harris. I'm going to put Najee Harris at 5. All right, our next wheel spin for our next running back is the Chargers or the Cowboys? The Chargers. So we get to put Austin Eckler in once again. I think we had Austin Eckler at a good spot on the last one, and I think it's a good landing spot for him still. Or do I put him at 3? In my opinion, he's better than Joe Mixon, but there's still a lot of guys I'd put above Austin Eckler. Actually, yeah, I'll put him at 3. No, this is good. Eckler, Joe Mixon, Najee Harris, James Conner. That's perfect. All right, gentlemen, let's see what we got. 7, 8, 9, and 10 are still vacant. We get the Seattle Seahawks. That's Kenneth Walker. That hurts, man. It hurts to get Kenneth Walker here because I hate putting Kenneth Walker so low. But honestly, it might be accurate. If anything, I'd put Kenneth Walker at 6 and James Conner at 7. I think Kenneth Walker should have won Offensive Rookie of the Year. But Kenneth Walker is really good, but he's definitely not better than Joe Mixon and Eckler. I think in general, a lot of people would consider Najee better, but you could definitely put him over James Conner, though. All right, the rookie Kenneth Walker at 7. Our next running back will be Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor. Hey, just barely snuck its way into the Indianapolis Colts, which is beautiful. So we can throw Jonathan Taylor. Where are you, buddy? Jonathan Taylor at 2. Who do I think is better than Jonathan Taylor? If I'm going to put Jonathan Taylor at 2, who do I think is better? I think Derrick Henry's better. I think Christian McCaffrey's better. I think Alvin Kamara's better. I think Alvin Kamara is so unbelievably good. I think I could argue Josh Jacobs above Jonathan Taylor too. Jonathan Taylor has had a spectacular season and a mid season. So that puts him in the upper echelons for me, but I'm not going to put him at 1. I'm going to save 1 in case I get one of those teams. Oh, I don't know, though. I don't know if maybe I shouldn't have YOLO'd that. Denver Broncos is up next. Oh, God. So Javonte Williams then. So we get Javonte Williams again. I think Javonte Williams at 8 is okay. It's not my favorite. I think Javonte Williams is really, really, really good. And I think I'd probably want to put him above James Conner, and I'd probably want to put him either above or equal with Kenneth Walker. I'm starting to definitely think I'd put James Conner too high. I don't like, oh God, Redskins. Oh, no, this is good. I need not so great running backs. So Washington Redskins are up next. I feel like they're moving towards Brian Robinson as the RB1. This is Brian Robinson right here. I'm going to put Brian Robinson at 9. I like Brian Robinson. There's definitely running backs worse. Oh my God. All I left open is a 1 and 10. Oh shit. Oh, this is not a good strategy. Well, I guess I don't know. What is a good strategy if this isn't a good strategy? 1 is open and 10 is open. Our next running back is Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears just traded David Montgomery. So this is actually good. They don't have shit back there. Who the fuck is it Khalil Herbert? The running back depth chart. Ooh, they picked up Donta Foreman. I did not realize the Chicago Bears picked up Donta Foreman. I do like Donta Foreman a lot, but he's not better than most of these guys. You might be able to put Donta Foreman at 9 and Robinson at 10, but I'm almost 100% sure that guy right there is Donta Foreman. So actually that works out really, really well. Come on, baby. We need a stud. We need a stud. We need a stud. 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 Oh my God, I'm built like that. Dude, I'm kind of cracked at this. I don't know if the wheel is just blessing me or if I'm actually cracked. I literally said I could argue Josh Jacobs above Jonathan Taylor because his season this year was so spectacular. The final top 10 honestly came out like legit. I think it's legitimately almost perfect. Let me know what you guys would switch. But ranking NFL running backs 1 to 10 without knowing who's next. We get Josh Jacobs at 1, Jonathan Taylor at 2, Eckler at 3, Joe Mixon at 4, Najee at 5, James Conner at 6, Kenneth Walker at 7, Javonte at 8, Brian Robinson at 9, Donta Foreman at 10. Let's go, baby. All right, boys. That was fire. I had a blast building this. I hope you guys loved it. I know you guys are liking this, so I think I'm going to run it back with quarterbacks next. That'll be a blast, and we'll have some fun. Hey, I appreciate you guys for watching, as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.